Today I was going to post a video about ninja looting in World of Warcraft and how to get away with it. But you know what? Fuck that shit. After what I just read on the World of Warcraft site, oh my god, I came fucking buckets when I saw this shit, okay? Patch 4.3, which I was going to do a video on speculation, but fuck it now. They're adding in something called Transmogrification. What that means is that you can actually take a piece of gear that you currently have and make it look like another piece of gear with equal or lesser stats. Fuck yes. I am so farming like Trial Crusader or Trial Champion, whichever one is the 5-man one from Wrath of the Lich King. I want that fucking DPS set, especially for my Death Knight. That's like the sexiest Death Knight gear, sexiest plate gear that was ever created. And the good thing about this is now that we can all look different than anybody else. So we're all not wearing the same, well, we will all be wearing the same armor sets essentially, but at least they'll look different. It now gives us some sort of individualism, which is something we've been wanting for the longest time. It allows us to customize our character just a little bit more. So it's not like, oh, well, all your paladins are wearing the T12 set, or you're all wearing, or all you Death Knights are wearing T12. Like, and especially because T12, oh my god, Tier 12 Death Knight gear is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. So finally, the days of having ugly gear in World of Warcraft are over. Because the way this works, and to go into a little bit more detail, the way that Transmogrification works. Let's say you are a paladin and you have Tier 12 gear, but you want it to look like Tier 2. So you have to go through Molten Core and Blackwing Descent to get all the Tier 2 pieces. Then you visit a vendor that does Transmogrification, and it pretty much works just like reforging. All you gotta do is just drop a piece of gear in the slot and then select the piece of gear that you want it to look like. But for example, you can only have plate look like plate or cloth look like cloth. You can't do plate looks like cloth. You can't do that. You can only have like swords look like swords. And generally, you can only have gear that only you can use for it to work. Also adding in something called void storage, which will basically act as a massive bank specifically for armor. This way you can carry all that extra armor without having to take space in your bank or your bags. But yeah, this is like the greatest thing that Blizzard has ever done.